What's up, guys? It's Tyler. This is my second YouTube video. I decided to just go ahead and make another one because the first one actually came out decent for the first time from being on an iPhone. I wasn't sure how the quality was going to be putting it up on YouTube. I thought it would be pretty crappy, but I was wrong. So I figured today I'd go ahead and tell you a little more about myself. And it's actually kind of big for people who don't know. It might be like not too much of a shock, but like a slap in the face, like, oh my god, like, that's a lot, like, right up front. But you know what, that's the kind of person I am. I'm very upfront, and I'm very blunt, and I'm very honest. So let me just start off with, yes, I am transgender. I came out to my family, I came out to my friends, and people I didn't even know, back in, I want to say, 2.5 years ago, because I've been on testosterone a little over 2 years, so it might be closer to 3 when I came out. I do have tons and tons of support, and it's great. It made me be the person who I am today, and I'm still becoming that person. The support I have from my friends, from my family, from strangers, from people who just hear my story, it means a lot to me to know that I have all these people standing behind me, being there for me, sticking up for me, and just loving me no matter what, and accepting me for who I am. When I did come out, it was I was nervous, I was scared, but I don't know why. I don't know why I was scared. Because I know how my family is. They're very supportive people. My mom she's a doll. She's great. She loves me for me no matter what. And I wasn't afraid to tell her. I wasn't at all. Because I knew that no matter what, she'd love me. And she would just, you know, I'd be her son. And that's what I was looking forward to. Just being her son. And her loving me just the way she loved having a daughter. She still loves me for who I am, and she still protects me and cares about me just the way she did before. My dad, it took him a little longer to come around, but, you know, he's a dad, and he had a little girl. So it was harder for him because I am his only child. So now he went from having a little girl to a grown son. So I can understand that it was hard for him. But you know what? He's a great dad, and I give him props for coming around and doing his research and wanting to understand me more and who I am and the trans community as a whole and who they are and who we are. So that being said, my mom and my dad, biggest supporters, #1 supporters out there. I have a little brother, and I have a little sister, and I have an older brother who are the world to me, and they mean so much to me. And they've been there since day one, since I came out. They're there for my comfort, you know, for as young as my brother and sister are, I can talk to them about anything. I can go to them about anything. And it's nice having that. Back in 2015, I met this girl, and we started talking on Tinder. I wasn't honest with her right away, only because that was scary for me. I think that was the scariest thing, was telling a girl that I was interested in, hey, I'm transgender. Because she was a stranger, and I didn't know what her reaction was going to be like. I didn't know if she was going to be, okay, ew, I don't want any parts of that. So there was a lot that went through my mind before I was like, okay, let me tell this girl who I really am and go from there. So a few days went by, and I sent her a link to my news interview. I was on Fox 29, something that happened with high school and all that. That's another time. So I sent her my link, and clearly it was in there that I was transgender. So I told her, and her response was, oh, that's you, right? Yeah, I've seen that. So I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, and she didn't say anything to me about it? Like, what is this? So it turns out that she was waiting for me to tell her, and she had no problem with it at all, and that was like a huge weight lifted off of my shoulders, because here I am, nervous, okay, to tell this beautiful girl that I was transgender. I had no idea who she was, she had no idea who I was, so yeah, I was shitting my pants a little bit trying to tell her that I'm transgender. So, you'd have to, understand that her being okay with it and her already knowing was like I said, a giant weight lifted from my shoulders. Well, here we are now. We've been together for over a year now, and we are also engaged. So this little Tinder dating thing went from meeting on Tinder, her not knowing I was transgender, to her being completely okay with it, to being engaged. Like, who would have thought at 21 I would be engaged? And I'm happy. I'm the happiest I've been. Not only because I'm engaged, but because, I'm out and I'm proud to be who I am, and my fiance is proud to be with me, and she's proud to be with a trans man. And it means a lot to me. So that was my big thing for anyone who didn't know is, yes, I'm transgender. I've been on testosterone for over 2 years now. I have a tattoo that proudly represents who I am, and this is me, guys. And no matter what anybody says or does, it'll never change me, because I found myself all on my own, and I was born this way. Whether people want to see it like that or not, I was born this way. It just took me years and years to figure myself out and to find myself and to just learn to love myself for who I am. And I have. Every day I continue to find things I love about myself and my life. And I wouldn't change that for the world. Like I said, the support I have, and the friends I have, and the fiance I have, and this great big family who loves me. It's a great feeling to feel that. And, I feel for those who didn't get it as easy as I did when coming out. It breaks my heart. It really does. And I'm so sorry for those of you who, can't spend the holidays with your family and can't tell your parents, exciting things about your life because they don't accept you for who you are. And that goes for everybody in the LGBTQ, etc., community. Really, it does. It goes for everybody in that whole community. I feel for you, and I am so sorry if you cannot spend the holidays with your family. That really does break my heart. But you have to know, no matter what, you are being yourself. And as long as you're yourself, and as long as you love yourself, and as long as you have people standing by you, it is okay to completely have no negativity in your life. It is okay to block out that negativity, no matter who those people are bringing that negativity into your life. Because as long as you are happy with who you are, that's all that matters. And I promise you, things get easier. I promise they do.